Mitch, 75 million votes, a record for a sitting president by a lot. Too soon to give up. Republican Party must finally learn to fight. People are angry, end quote. You ignorant savage, you rotten ignorant savage, Trump. People are angry. They're angry because you exist. So, with his little 1 a.m. tweet, the orange bastard made it clear that McConnell's decision to, McConnell, you rotten bastard, his decision to recognize Biden as president-elect, how could you, has opened or increased this huge break at the top of the former Republican Party. There are a few Republicans left, but most of them now are Christian fascists. And Trump, siding with the Christian Fascist Party that he brought to prominence, he didn't establish it, but he brought it to prominence, the orange bastard continues to claim victory, while McConnell works his bony ass off behind the scenes to persuade Republican senators, don't challenge the Electoral College. That happens this coming Monday when the votes are cast in the Senate to formalize Biden's victory. And writing at the Washington Post, Timothy Bella writes, quote, before Tuesday, yesterday, McConnell was among a majority of GOP lawmakers in both chambers who had declined for weeks to acknowledge Biden as the incoming president. But in his speech on the Senate floor Tuesday, he said he accepts the Electoral College results. And what did I say yesterday? The last time something like that happened, a star appeared in the east. Oh, let us all stop and take note of the leader of the Senate acknowledging the election of Joe Biden as president 5-6 weeks ago. You miserable little prick. All of you Republicans, I'm sorry, all you Christian fascists. So, I guess the bottom line for the Turtle's statement the other day, according to Timothy Bell at the Washington Post, the bottom line sets up a potential fight. His speech yesterday sets up a potential fight for control of the dregs of this Republican Party that may still exist. I don't think it does. I think they're all Christian fascists now. But it's a Republican Party that Trump has absolutely brutalized, which is a good thing. Fuck the Republicans. I mean, seriously. What have they done lately? Or what have they done in the past 80 years? For Americans, with the exception of some notable progressive moves that Richard Nixon made, of all people. But they've done nothing. So fuck them, I mean, sorry, but that's my attitude. But anyway, this filthy Republican Party is now faced with its two leaders, the orange ape and the miserable, ugly turtle, holding what Timothy describes as, quote, completely irreconcilable positions of reality. No. Far be it from me to criticize a writer at the Washington Post. I mean, please. But they're not positions of reality. I'm sure Timothy Bella means this with as much irony as he could possibly put into two words in his newspaper. But these completely irreconcilable positions of reality are going to, I don't know, they're going to implode or collide or self-destruct or whatever when these two critical Senate runoff races in Georgia decide control of the Senate. So, in doing what McConnell does best, which is try to cover his own bony ass and keep his channels open to the Chi-Coms, McConnell, and other Republican leaders yesterday urged Senate Republicans in a conference call not to join a long-shot effort led by House Nazis to challenge the Electoral College results when Congress tabulates the vote on January 6th. It takes 535 people to count up to 535? Well, I guess it would, wouldn't it? Anyway, according to the Post, among the Republican lawmakers who joined McConnell yesterday in accepting the Electoral College's results was this despicable Shelley Moore Capito, a senator from West Virginia. She said, quote, "I think as hard as the losses are to take, at the end of the day, you have to accept what the people's voices told you." Jesus. Anyway, on Twitter, the Orange Bastard came as close as the Orange Bastard comes in public to begging. He is a beggar. He begs. When that doesn't work, he tries to threaten. When that doesn't work, he lies. But he lies about everything. But there he was, the Orange Bastard on Twitter, begging McConnell and other Republicans to reconsider, please. So there was another barrage of early morning tweets this morning that promoted the same bullshit of election fraud that has been swept out of courtrooms one after another. 80 challenges, 70 challenges, 2 to the Supreme Court, and every branch of the judicial, every part of the judicial branch of the U.S. government that's heard this bullshit has, some politely, some impolitely, some with a dismissive wave of their judicial hand, has told Trump to get out. Just get out, Orange Bastard. Your fun is over, at least as the leader of the free world. And we know you're going to have a lot more fun coming up until you choke on your neck fat and it all comes to a dark close. But until then, asshole, get out of our courtrooms. Right? But the Orange Bastard claimed that he did better than the voting projections in those swing states he lost. But he added, but bad things happened. Bad things. What? A bunch of little trolls and imps and little beasties came roiling out of the 8th dimension and blanketed the United States and influenced voting machines and paper ballots and secretaries of state and all kinds of people and the intelligence, just on and on. Right, Trump, you deranged asshole? Is that what you mean? Oh, my God. And some of the Orange Bastard's so-called allies, that would be his filletors, also lashed out at the turtle yesterday with this phony attorney, Lynn Wood, this sick son of a bitch who's called for the governor and the secretary of state here in Georgia, who are Republican conservatives who voted twice for Trump. Fuck them. But Lynn Wood has called for them to be jailed. So now Lynn Wood called Mitch McConnell a traitor to American patriots. I got your patriot for you, Lynn Wood. I got your patriot. Oh, boy, do I. And then Wood tweeted that Mitch McConnell's, quote, day of judgment is coming, end quote. Woo! Oh, no, these people aren't sick. These people aren't deranged. These people aren't goddamn crazy. Oh, no, of course not. And then this slimy asshole on the Fox sewer, Mark Levin, he called for McConnell to retire. Well, I agree with you, Mark. I really do. He should retire. Now, he didn't have the courage, of course, Mark Levin didn't have the courage of naming McConnell. But we have a person here in Georgia named Marjorie Taylor Greene. She ran unopposed in one of the more hillbilly, grinder, dumb shit, QAnon parts of Georgia, congressional districts here in Georgia. She's a QAnon idiot. And she said that Republicans who don't continue to contest the election results are supporting, now get this is what Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is a Christian fascist and will soon be sitting after January 20th, whenever the new Congress is seated. She will be sitting as one of the representatives from the state of Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is a nut fuck from the word go. I mean, has nothing between her ears except sawdust and chicken shit and I don't know, tobacco tailings and stuff like that. But here's what she said. Republicans who don't continue to contest the election results are, quote, supporting the Chinese Communist Party takeover of America, end quote. The Chinese government. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com. And never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.